Okay. You just want to state your name, your position in the company you work for.
Ric Fiegel, and this is McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam since 1858. And my position is actually president of the corporation. My family is not linked with McKinstry's outside that we've been friends and neighbors for 50 years. And I've just worked here since I was in high school. I'm this one.
How old are you?
I was probably about 15.
Okay. And that's
My
when you
brother
started
would be he'd be 14 and he would probably been about 12.
That's when you started here, is when you were 15?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 9th grade.
Yes.
Beginning of 9th grade. Yeah, I've been here a long time. Business,
Yeah.
155 years old this year. Started in 1858 with the original John McKinstry, and then the business was passed down to his son W.D., and then his son Randall, and then his son John McKinstry.
Who's the current owner?
He's the current owner, yes.
That.
The original John McKinstry came from Canada, and he moved down into this area, and he was a wood craftsman by trade. So he's started a shop here and started making furniture. This was a frame that we had here, and there is actually a mirror in it. Years ago they used to call it looking glass, and it was either broke or something was wrong with it. So we took this frame apart, and in the back of it, and it was from the original John McKinstry, and when we took the back of it out, this newspaper was in there, and this was from the original Milwaukee Journal, and it was from 1884. You know, all of this stuff we kept just to document the fact that the store's been around that long. That was the original ink mark that you see on the bottom of furniture that was made by the original J. McKinstry. And it was always JMCK and then Beaver Dam, Wisconsin.
That's very cool.
I don't know if you have any idea what this is.
Yep.
You do, okay? Well, that was used with this, and it was put in the back, of course. And the days before plumbing, this would be in the house, and you would, of course, do your thing, and then everything would get rinsed out in the morning. But that is an old commode, and that was originally made by John McKinstry also. And in about 1890 is what we are guesstimating that. That's not from there. This actually folds up. It's an organ, as you can tell. It's a portable organ. This would have been used in probably the 1860s. This all folds up into like a suitcase. That's why there's a handle on the front of it. When they would get to the house, they would unfold it. Then they would sit down and pump and play the music for the funerals. And it's just amazing that it still works after all this time, but it's just an amazing piece. They must have worked on wagon wheels years ago too, because this is something to do with putting a wagon wheel together, and I don't exactly even know how this works. We had a lot of customers in here that look at this board, and then I'll get information from some of the older customers saying, "Oh, I remember what that was for." So it was kind of interesting. And the telephone, this telephone probably would have been from the 20s or 30s, but it's always interesting when we get groups of 3rd and 4th graders in here which take tours. They have no idea what this is.
Were they traded like
Oh
groceries?
yes, yeah. Years ago, we've got a lot of archival information here, And in one of them, we were going through, and of course it's in boxes, and there's just tons and tons of paper. But a number of years ago, we were going through some of the old original receipts that were all handwritten, nothing, of course, done by computer. And we came across one where somebody over towards the Randolph area had bought a bed for like $4 and a chest of drawers for $2.50 and so forth. And then it showed on the receipt, it had a total, and then it would show they would come in every month and pay $1 or $2. Well, a couple of the entries were they paid by a bushel of potatoes. Or there was another one we came across where they paid by chickens. So there was a lot of different trading going on back then, and that's how things were done years ago, was more in the barter system. So that's always, quite interesting.